Well, thank you, Bob. That was a wonderful sort of summing up in a little bit of context for us. This isn't new work. We heard earlier today the Fitzgerald Act is on the verge of being 80 years old, and of course we know apprenticeship goes back even further than that. And we have even a lot of recent history. So we have lots to learn from, but boy, we also have a lot of momentum, and I think we know that today. What an amazing day and a half it's been. And I think I can say on behalf of all of the organizations, the partnering organizations that brought this together, we are just thrilled at the incredible turnout. And I think something that we've all suspected for a while is certainly bearing itself out, which is that there is a lot of enthusiasm and excitement about apprenticeship, and the more people learn about it, the more excited they get about it. So what I want to do right now is, we've had an amazing day and a half. We're not done yet. We've got one more session, and it's a really important session. We've got our federal agency sessions, most of which will be downstairs. We've got leaders from the Departments of Labor, Education, Commerce, and Transportation. So please do stick around and talk to those folks and hear what they're thinking about in terms of moving forward. These are going to be important signals and information in terms of where we can how we can sustain momentum and keep moving forward. I want to talk a little bit about some next steps in terms of what comes next after this conference and what we're going to do to try to keep us all together and keep this momentum going. But before I do want to make a few thank yous. Okay. First, I want to thank our funders, the conference funders, who have made this meeting possible and who really did have a vision for this meeting for some time. I think they were ahead of all of us in understanding the need for this. So thanks to J.P. Morgan Chase & Company, to Siemens Foundation, to the Annie E. Casey Foundation, to the Joyce Foundation, and to the JPB Foundation. I also want to thank all of our conference sponsoring partners. These are 9 organizations that we at New America National Skills Coalition worked with. It was a lot of work, and together we all put together this program that I think has been very deep and very dense and also very successful. So thank you to Advanced CTE, to the AFL-CIO Working for America Institute, to Jobs for the Future, to the National Association of Workforce Boards, to the National Fund for Workforce Solutions, to the National Governors Association, and to Urban Institute, all of which joined National Skills in New America to put together this conference. So thanks to all of you. Okay. We also did this work in consultation with our partners at the U.S. Department of Labor, Employment and Training Administration, and the U.S. Department of Education, Office of Career Technical and Adult Education. So thanks to all of them, to all of you. I want to do a special shout out to the U.S. Department of Labor's Office of Apprenticeship that has been working so hard for the last couple of years. It has been working hard for decades, but it has been making an incredible effort in the last couple of years. And I think it's fair to say that the incredible diversity that we see in this room today and the incredible span of industries and education providers has a lot to do with the incredible success of and determination of the Office of Apprenticeship in getting the word out about apprenticeship and really leading with that. So a big hand to the Office of Apprenticeship as well. And then I want to make a shout out to some individuals too who have really gone above and beyond, working hard, very long hours to put this together. These are folks, first to Marty Balcom and her group, and to Jan Bray, who've been really instrumental in putting this all together. From the National Skills Coalition in New America, we've got Katie Spiker. I'm sure many of you have been in touch with Katie, and it's been great. Brent Parton, Jessica Cordet, Nikki Colbrith, and Sylvia Vallejo. So thanks to all of them for their incredibly hard work, and Mike Preble from New America. Okay, so next steps, where do we go from here? How do we keep this momentum going? I think we all want to do that. We've got 2 concrete things that we're going to start out with, but I think most important is that we all need to make a commitment that we're going to stay in touch with one another. I think a lot of us have built new relationships here. We encourage you to really build on those relationships, communicate with one another. For those of you who have found peers and partners that are doing similar work in different parts of the country, we hope you'll stay in touch. I thought I'd have that up there. We are gonna have a website out there called www.apprenticeshipforward.org. So look for that. We'll be sending that link to all of you because we have all of your email addresses. And on that website, we will have video from all of the plenaries and some of the materials that have come out of this, resources too that are on the resource table, things like that. We'll be making that available through the website. And we've also committed to at least 2 or 3 email correspondences with all of you as follow-up from the conference. We're going to try to sort of take some big lessons learned and some takeaways and share those with you, and also share what our conference partners are up to in terms of the reports and the resources and the toolkits that they're producing. Make sure that all of you are aware of how to contact those industry intermediaries that you may have met for the first time here, those other intermediary groups that are helping reach out to specific populations for apprenticeship, and again, all of the organizations here that are trying to sort of build that community and make sure that you have ways to get in touch with them. So please look for those, so you will be hearing from us. And we'd love to hear from you, so if you have ideas, we're always welcome to, we invite them in terms of how we keep doing this. I think most important though, again, we all need to commit to go back to our communities, to keep talking about apprenticeship. Most of all, to keep, as Bob was saying, to keep explaining apprenticeship, explaining what it is, because it's one of those ideas that once folks hear about it, it's hard not to get excited, and it's hard not to feel like it's a solution to much of what challenges us here today. So thanks again. Again, all of the sessions, we've got another session to go, so please join us for those federal agency sessions. They're going to be good ones and important ones. And thank you so much. How about if everybody gives us a round of applause for this really great meeting? So, congratulations to everyone.